Alright, so let's hope this is framed properly, because I got a Samsung update on my phone and it has screwed up my workflow. So yeah, hi, Ted here, BigGoofyRunner, for another one of my weekly updates on how my weight loss and exercising and getting healthier is going for 2021. Start off with a little bit of a rant. I think I updated my Samsung Galaxy S10 yesterday, and yeah, Samsung's messed with the camera app and it's causing some grief. The S10 does not allow a clean HDMI out, so I can't just capture, use a USB-C to HDMI and then pull it into a capture card to get clean video. It's essentially blocking me from using the webcam or the camera on the S10 as a webcam, which is unfortunate in this day and age. It's kind of crappy that can't be done. I can use third-party software that allows it. Some of it's got some grief, some of it's better, some of it's you got to pay for, things like that. And I didn't really like some of the way that stuff worked. So what I was doing instead is my workflow is I record on the phone, but I've also capture at the same time audio on my external microphone here. And so I just record at 4K 60 frames per second on the phone, pull that into the computer, and I record on the computer with the external microphone here, and then I mesh it all together when I edit. It's not bad, gives me much better audio, and allows me to record in 4K and get all that good stuff off the phone. The issue is now Samsung has changed it so that I can't do what I did, which is what I would do is I would take a USB-C out to HDMI and I'd bring it in and look at it as if it was a webcam. So it would allow me to frame my shot, and then I'd use a Bluetooth trigger to record, and I could watch as a monitor with a bunch of overlays and things like that on my computer, but I could at least say that I was staying in frame and that there was nothing weird going on behind me or anything like that. Samsung has now changed that you can't record video while you've got an HDMI dongle hooked up. There's absolutely no reason for it. It's, as far as I can tell, it's asinine. This is the second update in a few months that have messed with things. For example, like one of the apps that I had used had a nice clean way to export. Basically, I could pull in 4K right from the phone and use it as a webcam clean, just the way the app worked. But then Samsung changed something that was trying to lock 4K from those external apps, the non-Samsung apps, where if I went into a beta mode, I could do 4K 30, but not 4K 60. And yeah, now they've done this other change that doesn't let me record while monitoring myself. Absolute trash. I can't understand why they would do this. It seems to be backward in this day and age where everyone's looking for better webcams, and Samsung doesn't sell webcams, so it's not like it's hurting the rest of their business or anything like that. This just hokey as shit, and maybe I'm going to be buying a $15 app instead to just bypass the Samsung app directly. So I don't know how much of that rant's going to get in here, but let's get into the actual meat of the discussion of my exercising, my weight, and things like that. Weight is down. It was 243.5 this morning, which is down a pound from my low from last week and also the week before. So I've had 2 weeks in a row where I'd gotten down to 244.5 and then back up to like 246.5, 247, that kind of thing. This week I managed to not climb back up as much, and the regular fluctuations during the week, and I'm 243.5 this morning. So that's another pound down, and it's looking like I'm going to be able to trend it down. So that's good. That's positive. I was worried I was plateaued and I was going to have to do some drastic changes, but instead that's pretty good. So pretty happy about that. And that is good. That the weight loss will continue working as it is supposed to. Running wise, new treadmill's still good. It's working pretty well. I got in Tuesday run was 4 miles with some decent speed work, which was nice to be able to do that and not feel like I was putting myself in danger. Then I did a 6 mile on Thursday, Did not run. No, sorry, Tuesday and Wednesday. Yeah, 4 miles was on Tuesday. 6 miles was on Wednesday. Thursday I did not run. Friday I did a slower 4 miles, just taking it easy. Not super slow, but just taking it relatively easy. And then Saturday morning I did 7 miles. And the nice thing about the 7 miles is I finished, and I could have done more, which would have been difficult to say on the old treadmill. So rest of the week I did do all my regular micro breaks where I did light weights and things like that. That all worked through the work week. That was good. Another good thing about the weight loss this week is that, like, it was Easter. We generally we're not practitioners of anything, but we always take opportunity for these bigger holidays to make sure we have like a kind of a family meal. So big meal this weekend, and yeah, my weight didn't shoot up, so that's good. That's positive, and yeah, that's solid. A bunch of other work, yard work. It's starting to get to the point where I can do a bunch of yard work, so and get prep things for the spring and the early summer. So I moved a bunch of rock yesterday, cleaned up a bunch of stuff. Around our pool, we've got a bunch of limestone, well, actually crushed granite rock around there, and our riverstone and stuff like that. And there's a tree from one of our neighbors where we get a lot of seeds and branches and stuff like that. So I had to clean that all out, rake the rocks out. There's a bunch of rock from last year that I needed to move around and just kind of spread properly. So I did a bunch of that. That was a fair bit of work. But yeah, that was good. Nice exercise. Get out and get some sun. Yeah, just kind of nice. Positive week, and looking forward for the next 2 weeks to my kind of artificial deadline that I've given myself to kind of hit a few goals in the next couple weeks, and things are looking fairly positive for that. So gonna keep pushing the next couple weeks, and then see where I am, and then set my goals going through to, yeah, I've got this kind of a artificial deadline I've given myself in April, and then Father's Day is kind of like my next artificial deadline I've given myself to do stuff. That's more aligned in with where Manitoba Marathon always fell here in the city. It's not being run on Father's Day this year because of all the pandemic stuff, but it is kind of a date in my head that it's a date I usually try and be in shape for. So that's what I'm pushing for. Again, artificial deadline, not running anything, not training for any marathon, anything specific like that. Just trying to get healthier. So yeah, other than that, everything's going good. Not all the big changes this past week. Kids were on spring break, so we didn't do a lot. Just tried to get the kids outside when we could and things like that, but nothing too major. Yeah, looking forward to the next week. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.